Hi guys, so I'm gonna show you guys how I analyze volatility 50 within 5 minutes, right? So the first thing, I go to my daily time frame and then I look for my psychological levels, right? So psychological levels are basically rounding numbers where the market is very sensitive to that area. So I can see my first psychological level is here. This is a level whereby the market is constantly going back to. And then I'm gonna go to my settings and then edit the coordinates to round it off to the next rounded number, which is gonna be 260, right? And then the second psychological level that I am seeing is somewhere around here, because I can see the market is very sensitive around this area, and this area is at 240. So now I found a pattern. It means after every 20,000 points, that is a psychological level. So there's no need for me to guess where my next psychological level is. What I can do is just minus 20,000 from 240, and that will give me 220. And again, we have another psychological level at 280. Right there. So these are my psychological levels. So the next step is that I'm gonna look at what's currently happening, where's the market or the price currently at, and I'm gonna try to remove the psychological levels that are furthest away from where my price is currently at. And I can see that 280 is far, so I'm gonna delete it just so that I can keep a clean chart, right? Because the cleaner your chart are, the more clearer your mind is going to be, so that you can see exactly what's happening in the market, right? So once I'm done on my 24 or my daily hour time frame, I'm going to move to the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, I am going to be looking for what the current trend is. We can see that the current trend is a downtrend, right? So the market is creating lower lows and lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. And then we can see currently that the market is pushing a bit higher, right? So the next question is, where can we expect our next trade? Remember, we do not trade against the trend, so we are currently looking for sell trade or sell positions, right? So we can also see that the market broke the psychological level of 240 with impulsively, right? And it's currently going back up. It means the market might have to go back to the psychological level and then retest it and then come to this psychological level right here, because it's currently within the 240 and 220 psychological level. So the next step, I'm going to go to my 1-hour time frame, because now I have an idea of what I'm looking for. Yes, someone might want to take a buy here, but then it's not advisable, because that means you are trading against the trend. So we are currently only looking for selling positions. So I'm going to go to my 1-hour time frame, and at my 1-hour time frame, I'm looking for where my fair value gaps are, where my order blocks are, right? So I can see my first order block is here, right? And my second order block is here. The one that is most has a high probability for me would be this one. Reason being that this where this order block is, there is my psychological level right here. So yes, the market can come here and then do something like that, right? So I wouldn't advise someone to take this one unless if you are more confident in your trade, but then this is mostly what I would focus on, because this is an area of interest for me, because this is where I have my psychological level. I also have my fair value gap right here, and the market broke this psychological level impulsively, so the market would need to go back and retest that area. So yes, we have two possibilities. This might hold this order block, and also that order block may also hold. So what are we looking for? If I were to take a sell entry here, my target will literally be at this order block right here, because this order block is the order block that broke my structure right here, and it also left fair value gap right here, right? So if I were to take sells, I will take a sell here and then look at exiting somewhere around here until I actually break this previous low to confirm that actually the market is indeed going to this psychological level right here. I hope you enjoyed. If you liked this, we have more videos diving deep into the market, explaining what some of these concepts that I've mentioned, such as fair value gap, order blocks, psychological levels, what they mean. Bye.